Hi. Oh, this is your world? It's nice. Would you, like to see mine? It's a little different, but I promise you are protected with love and truth behind its tongue. Nothing to hide, it's only you and I. Yes, I want you here. You can ask me anything. Where are you going? What do you mean you can't stay here? So this is the feeling of my heart breaking. Where did the love go? Reminiscent of your touch, even though you are gone. What if I shouldn't be letting you go? I still don't know where I'm going with this, but I keep coming back to this, searching for any clue. Why must my heart be forced to revisit the site of his love visit? I never knew I needed it. In a way, I want it. Even after all the fights, misunderstanding, and hate, you stay on my mind. This wave was extra bumpy from the gate. But I will choose to get over you, even though I don't want to. I miss you. I still think of your gaze, the place where I would sit, feeling amazed, but I can't let you touch. 'Cause my heart is forced to revisit the site of that love visit. They say you can die from a broken heart. We should have slowed down from the start. There's no telling will it leave scars, thinking if we can get through this, we can get through anything. I'ma just look up at these stars, since my heart is forced to revisit the site of that love visit. They say you can die from a broken heart. We should have slowed down from the start. I still think, what if so? You've tried to really go after my soul, as if you didn't know. They say you can die from a broken heart. You moved on so fast. Why did you start? That's the question I would ask if you once again asked. Love is so taboo. Changes happen whether I like it to. I can't do without if that's what all the hype's about. But I want nothing more than to just talk to you. We flow through the songs of the wind, move with the sand, and grind through the storm. It's not a matter of who wins. Watch the film. We set our hearts on fire, and though the world may do it, you gotta feel your own song. I love unlike any love song. Though the ending not so unfamiliar, we don't have to do it all at once. Where have you been? I thought you were back by now. But if you never come in, I'm not going to just wait around. Though my heart is forced to revisit the site of my love visit. Every thought made without knowing. I just hate how you just take. How you got me wondering what was fake. Sorry to disappoint, thinking you believed in me. I'ma take a point and let my passion bleed until I'm empty and full of sultry. So I'll be ready when my heart is forced to revisit the site of that love visit.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl, Simone Titania, and you are back for another episode of The Indie Seat.
So, yeah, it's been all day.
And today on The Indie Seat, we have a very special guest. We have Birdsripts in the house. How you doing?
Hi, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm happy to have you here. We got a poet in the house.
Poet.
Poet.
Poetry.
And you're holding your very first published book, right?
Yes,
Birdsripts. Can you
Birdsripts.
tell us a little bit about what inspired you to create a poetry book?
Yeah, so I've always written poetry ever since I was little. That's like the first way I started expressing myself through art. And so like a couple years ago, I kept going with it like my whole life. And I realized that I had so many poems and I just wanted to kind of like share it with the world, you know, just in case anybody was feeling what I was feeling, they could relate to somebody. So I decided to put it all in one book. And then that's when Birdsripts came about. It originally was like an idea, because I'm also an actress, to write scripts, because I love writing. Yeah, I'm finishing up one of my first scripts.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congrats. So wait, let's take a rewind. So tell the audience watching who you are and what you do. So you do poetry?
Yeah,
writing?
I'm an all-around artist. That's really how I love to live my life, is just by creating. So I find art in pretty much everything. I started off, my first real true love was acting. I did it ever since I was a little girl. And then once I got into the world, I thought that modeling was really cool. And a lot of people wanted me to model for them. So I
see that.
Thanks. I thought that was a cool way to kind of get into the acting world. So modeling, acting, writing.
Singing a little bit?
Yeah, I'm trying to teach myself how to sing.
Very good.
And I have like instruments. I don't know how to play, but I have them. I want to learn.
They look nice. As long as you can find somebody to play them for you. You know?
Yeah.
It helps. But you keep bringing up that since you were little, you were into the arts. How did you get introduced to the arts? How did you get introduced to poetry and acting? Remember?
Yeah, I just like, my childhood wasn't the best. So it was like a lot of built up emotions that I couldn't express. And I don't know, I really don't know. It's like the universe put a pencil in my hand and just was like, write about it, write it all out. You know, little diaries here and there. And then I really don't know how it turned into poetry. Rich, sweet power takes time to cook up. Though I may need just the flavor, no other can hold my power. The sunshine with which I sublimely look inwardly, where I see how deep the flavors of this galaxy can be, how deep my soul can fancy, to prepare my life mind with real and smiles, so I may feel its toasty dazzle. This world knows how to fabricate ways for your heart to race. It may snake you in the face, or maybe it's cause you just won that race. To add some taste to your soul, to distract you from the human race. What will your avatar make? What can they create? How do they fill their bowl? Like I like to fill it with sunflowers and howls. Stir up some laughter and wiles. It may take a while, so I find some patience for flavor. That one's a little harder to obtain, but oh how tranquil it smells. Just like love. It just makes me want seconds. But I can't be greedy. I must plan every heating, plant down my grieving, and water my seedlings. Allow the storms to come, so I'll be strong from the lies I tell myself. I am so sorry. I completely lost it. Please never stop creating your rich, sweet power. Ooh, just in time.
The NDC and Mango Sessions is made possible through the support of the Miami Foundation's community grant. We'd like to thank the Miami Foundation so much for supporting our nonprofit organization, which means that they're actually supporting local music artists as well. What were the names of the two poems you just recited for us?
Love Visit and Chocolate.
And Chocolate, okay. And you had a guitar.
Yes, that was my boyfriend and my baby. NGY.
NGY.
Go stream NGY.
Have you ever find yourself performing and crying? Like, have you ever?
Yeah, like literally, there's like so much emotion that goes on within me. And so like there'll be some times where it's like, there'll be a situation I don't know how to handle and I'll just start reciting one of my poems. And then like all the emotion goes to one place and I'll start crying it out.
Yeah, you know? When I hear you recite your poetry, it's very sensual, very like determined too, and very vulnerable. You know, so what do you typically write about?
My life, the things that I've been through. And like I said, since I was a little girl, it's been something that helps me get through it. So like I kind of, instead of doing it like in an unhealthy way, I decide to analyze what is actually going on in that situation, analyze how I feel about it, how I should feel about it. Maybe the way I am feeling about it ain't right, you know? So I kind of like, it's kind of like me writing a letter to myself, letting me know that everything's gonna be okay. My favorite poem. Oh gosh, yeah, it's in here somewhere. Oh, it's right here.
Which one is that? Like a Star?
Yeah.
Why is that your favorite?
Crazy. Because it's like a poem about just being yourself with like no unapologetically, not being sorry about it, and like living really freely and very naturally, not being held down. I'm really big on not holding any limitations to myself.
As you should have, yeah.
So this is a big poem about that.
Do you have any specific goals on what you want to do with your poetry? Because poetry is such a, you know, it's like such a beautiful art form that I think doesn't get enough recognition. You know, are you looking to continue your poetry journey?
Yes, I really do. I see like videos of different poets, you know, just going to like, actually Kiana was just telling me about cafe tour or something. You know, just like going around.
What was it called?
Open my cafe.
My mama's record store.
Yeah. Going to like different places like that and just going on stage and just reciting my poems, because I'm an actress, so I really like also really feel the words that I'm saying, and it just feels really good to perform. I love performing, so I want to keep performing with that. I also am planning on like trying to start an event space.
Yes.
And like maybe having like poetry day, like a poetry day out of the week.
That.
Yeah, there's like nowhere that I can
like
just
so many
go.
open mics, and not to like talk down on any open mics, but I find that a lot of it is geared more towards live music, which is great. You know, we love live music.
Oh,
here,
I love live music.
But it's like also there should be a home for poetry. So I mean, I encourage you to do it. I'll be there.
That's one of my goals.
Come through.
I hope so.
I will. Beautiful. Well, y'all make sure y'all cop Birdsripts. Show it in this camera here. Where can they find it? Is it still available?
Yeah, you can get it on Amazon. If you go on Amazon and type in Birdsripts, Birdsripts.
It's a big deal. Her poetry book is on Amazon, so y'all please make sure you support it. Thank you so much for watching the Indie Seat. Again, my name is Simone Titania, Birdsripts. Thank you so much for sitting down with us.
Thank you.
Make sure y'all like this episode of the Indie Seat and subscribe to Co-op TV. We'll see you next time. Peace. All the snaps for all the poets out there. Also, a special shout out to our community partners like Wool Studios, which is this amazing location that we are in today. We also want to shout out Epiphany Hair and Body Care. Thank you for always supporting us.